laughing. You're all naked right now.
Oh my God.
Apparently some of you were disappointed in my bucket dough costume. Wasn't so good, so here's the reason why. I had this guy going on. Hola, muchas gracias por estar aquí hoy para celebrar la boda de Marie and Eric. Hello and welcome to the wedding of Marie and Eric. For those of you wanting to know, yes, I did the entire speech in Spanish when we were down in Punta Cana. Or should I say Punta Canada? I can't see shit with this mask. Today we celebrate their marriage, and celebrate we shall. Now I know you guys want to celebrate with the people that mean the most to you, but this is another day for all of us to show you how much he means to all of us. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm actually Brad, and I'm supposedly the best man, and just to show it, once again, drinks are on me tonight. This is open bar, right? Some of you weren't down in the Dominican for the wedding. Let me catch up on a little bit of what happened. Here's an impression of myself on the first day. This fish is amazing. Oh, that's fantastic. Here's an impression of me on the second day. Oh no! I'm not an experienced public speaker, and the last time I had to give a speech, it was horrendous. I spoke, and then when I spoke, and then when I finally sat down, then people started clapping. So I asked around how I could be better, and I was simply told, stand up, speak up, then shut up and drink up. Actually, the last time I spoke was at my own wedding, where I forced Eric into speaking, so I guess this is kind of payback, isn't it, buddy? Now, down in the Dominican, I told this next joke, and it didn't go over so well.
Paul Walker.
So it's up to you guys. Tell it or don't tell it. I want to make sure I had this public speaking thing down pat, so I practiced, but it wasn't good enough. I had to do it in front of an audience. And the only audience that was going to take me was the old folks home here in town. So I went there, I gave this speech, and I got to say I think I did quite well. At least I think so, because most of them pissed themselves. Where were you guys? Come on. All right. Dos cerveza, por favor. Really? All right, when I first met Eric, I knew right away that he was loco. He was going around to everybody asking if they had his copy of Beetlejuice. Do you have my Beetlejuice? Do you have my Beetlejuice? And one time I swear I caught him saying, Beetlejuice, 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 just to see if this copy of Beetlejuice would appear. And it didn't take too much longer for me to find out that we had much more in common. We both love the Leafs. We both love losing golf. They're winning, by the way, 3-2. We both love losing golf balls out on the course, and as you can see, we both love beautiful women. Now, I don't want to ridicule him too much, but if we have this wedding back in Canada, and Eric was choosing the menu, it'd be pizza and poutine all around. Oh, was I supposed to take that part out? Eric, what are we eating later tonight?
Pizza and poutine.
Actually, I can't wait for it, buddy. It's Eric. You remember the last wedding we were at, just me and you. Our missus couldn't make it, so we went down together.
Oh, God.
It just so happened to be on Halloween. And the ceremony was in a nice church, and we were dressed in our finest digs, much like myself right now. And on the bottom of the invitation, it said, costumes welcome, kind of like this wedding. After the ceremony, we went back to our 3-star motel with a heart-shaped tub in it, and we got ready for the night. Eric, dressed as Wolverine, and me as the ShamWow guy. We took a cab to the reception. It's a very nice place. Had 2 doormen opening up the doors for us. Everything was great. And as soon as he opened up the doors, it hit us like a brick wall. Boom! Inside was everyone that was at the church earlier. and none of them had changed into a costume. We didn't take one step forward, we just stared at them, and they did the same to us. I said to Eric, what do we do? And I looked over at him. He's got his hair spiked up, he's got big mutton chops on his face. He's got these cool metal claws on. He just says in the coolest Wolverine voice there is, "I've been waiting months for this." And walks right in. And then they kicked us out. We were the wrong way. Isn't that much better than the story I've told about you running into the screen door? No? Then Adam. Now Eric really loves Batman. And I thought to myself one day, why is that? Then I figured it out. Has anyone ever seen Eric and Batman in the same room at the same time? Eric? Bruce? Another thing he loves is hockey. As I mentioned before, he loves the Leafs, and he also loves his fantasy hockey teams every year, even though there's some Senators on there. And Eric recently won our title last year with a big win. And Eric, I gotta say, I want that title back. And, maybe a little copy of Beetlejuice. Alright? There's so many late charges. We could pull Blockbuster out of Chapter 11. It's a VHS thing. El queso está viejo y podrido. The cheese is old and moldy.
Let us out of there.
I tried to redo this one. I missed some bands. I mentioned before we both love beautiful women. And there are a few here tonight that I would like to recognize. First off, I'd like to thank the second prettiest girl here, Miss Caitlin LaFave. Caitlin, stand up. Not here? Amy, I have to take her place. Caitlin, stand up, please. Caitlin, stand up. You're part of the act. Caitlin, you look absolutely adorable tonight.
I tried.
I know it's past your bedtime, and you're behaving so well. I only have one question for you. Will you save me a dance later?
Of course, you're wearing tights.
All right. You're going to have to leave. Secondly, Miss Anne LaFave. And you've had to go through so much recently, and your perseverance is truly inspiring to all of us here. So thank you very much.
Stand up. Stand up. Stand up.
Lastly, everybody keep your hands going for Grandma Stu. Grandma Stu, you raised some fantastic things, fantastic students, fantastic grandchildren, and also Eric. Donde está el baño?
Here's the bathroom.
Cerveza?
Shit, 3-3.
Speaking of LaFaves, I love their family so much. I mean, I'm friends with all three of the brothers. How does that happen? I've always wanted to be the fourth LaFave brother, and of course, Eric is always quick to tell you that if you think of the TV show Growing Pains, I'm a little bit less like Leonardo DiCaprio's character, and a little bit more like Boner's character. I really want to say Boner at your wedding, and I got to do it twice. And yes, the old folks won't love that one. Eric, you are the real best man here. You are everyone's best man. Marie, not only are you the most beautiful woman here, you are also the luckiest. Thank you for saying yes, but just remember, he was mine first. Alright, I gotta speed things up here. Robin's eggs are gonna hatch them. Eric is a very special person to all of us here tonight, and he never ceases to amaze me with his kindness. He has listened to many a crisis, he gives without any thought of reward. He's a great guy and a role model of a friend. I'd like to make a toast to the bride and groom, Eric, Marie. Thank you for not serving fish tonight. I want to wish a happy couple well and toast to their future. Go Leafs go, and ladies and gentlemen, to the bride and groom.
Don't serve.
Can I go change? No, you were in that all night, man.